Now the Straw Hats are on a roller coaster, but on the sea, which in the chapter art they actually call it the sea roller coaster, and they look like they're actually having fun, enjoying themselves. But we're actually going to see the chapter right now, which I kind of actually informed Fujitara about the warlords being stripped of their titles, in which everyone have actually is excited about the news, but Fujitara has actually suffered severe injuries to himself, in which he actually have made it to the made it back to the ship in one piece, which we actually see that the look on Kaino's face that there could be trouble, in which the Marine headquarters actually got word that Big Mom and Kaido are actually have created an alliance with each other, and that actually could be bad. In which things are gotten way worse since they actually have forgotten all about the legendary pirates known as the Rock Pirates. Now, we actually knew about the four warlords in Gold Roger, but we never actually heard about the Rock Pirates, which Sengoku actually told him about the Rock Pirates, which many years ago on a pirate island called Beehive, where Blackbeard is actually on, there's actually many individuals who actually came together to seek a quick path for fame and fortune. And so the meeting actually took place, which formed the Rock Pirates. And they were actually a group of dangerous pirates who actually killed both friend and enemies alike. And so we actually knew that the members of the Rock Pirates are none other than Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido on their youth, in which they actually led by their Captain Rocks. And so, which that meant that all three of those emperors are actually used to sail on the same ship together, in which they actually have gotten those names, in which those who serve under rocks have also made a name for each other, such as the Golden Lion Shiki, the Silver Axe Captain John, and Ochoko, and they actually are the most dangerous group of pirates ever, which means Captain Rocks have actually taken up the title to become king of the world, just like the king of pirates, and which that actually meant that could be a very fang to a world government, and which that means he actually are known. Those names are known throughout the world, which that takes place 30 years ago. A fateful incident have actually happened on a island known as God Valley, which on that day the Rocks, the strongest pirate crew in the world, have actually died on that island. The incident was actually made big on the news, and so we actually saw Garp actually inside of the island who actually took down the Rock Pirates, in which he became the hero and the name stuck, which he actually had become that, which that meant that Garp have actually had many acts of heroism that he actually became what he actually did. And that being said, he actually will acknowledge it if someone actually asks about it. But the biggest reason of all of this is because he actually joined forces with a certain pirate during that battle, and that part never was reported into the news. And they actually asked who was the pirate, and so they actually knew that the celestial dragons was his top priority, that he was protecting them, in which he was given the title of admiral, in which he was actually knew that he was actually joining forces with a pirate, which on board the fact that he was actually in order to save the celestial dragons and their slaves, in which they actually took place on God's Valley, which they now known as God Valley Incident, in which they actually fought together, and that pirate is none other than Gold Roger himself. And they all are freaked out about the fact that Garb and Roger have fought together. Although God's Valley was no longer written into the map, the truth is that the incident disappeared without a trace. And so nobody in the meeting room doesn't want to talk about it, and they wanted to keep it that way to make sure that Garb a relationship with Roger need to be stay secret. And so Rox had became the the king of the world, at which his subjects are always been taboo, and we actually knew that the name was stuck. As such, the men who serve under him, they also got the title of the Four Emperors, and which formerly we can actually see the silhouette of Rox actually there, which his true name is Rox the Serspret, and he's no longer among them because he was actually one of the few who actually took in the initial D, and he was also the carrier of D as well. And with that being said, they've actually formed an alliance in which we actually seen the current bounty that Brand New actually have, which they actually review Blackbeard's bounty, which he actually had the bounty of 2 point, I mean 2,247,000,000 million berry bounty, which we actually seen Shank's bounty, which his bounty is 4.48 billion berries bounty. He actually went ahead of Blackbeard, and also we saw Big Mom's, which her bounty is 4,388,000,000 berry bounty. And we also saw Kaido's, and he's actually had 4,611,000,000 berry bounty. And we actually knew that they don't actually no longer have the seven warlords. And we also have saw the bounty of the two legendary pirates, Whitebeard and Roger, which Whitebeard's bounty is 5,046,000,000 berry bounty, and Roger is actually 5,564,000,000 berry bounty, and he actually is the strongest. And so we actually are actually gonna see if they're buried. I mean, if Big Mom's and Kaido's bounties have actually joined first, being forces, then there will be the most unstoppable group of pirates that cannot be defeated. But I mean, Akainu actually told him to leave Wano alone because that is where they wanted to attack, which they actually don't need to attack Wano because they say there's some means the CP's agent is already there, and which that meant there is actually one member of the pirate who's actually among Whitebeard, Roger, and Shanks, which they actually favor that pirate, and he's actually Lord Odin, and he was actually the division commander on Whitebeard's ship. Which, that being said, he was actually the member of Whitebeard's crew, and he was actually accompanying Roger to the Pirate King's last voyage, in which it doesn't seem that Wando could be a common factor to all the big shots. And that being said, it actually meant that they didn't know about it as well. So we actually seen it pass between Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido, but we actually seen the three which connected to a legendary pirate crew call themselves the Rock Pirates, led by Captain Rocks. And so we actually knew all this connected with Roger, but what really actually got me in shock was Roger had also favored Odin, who's revealed to be the member of Whitebeard's crew. So we're actually going to see what's going to happen on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Am. We got Jordan here saying sign out. Laters.